Hello people and welcome to this walkthrough on tree list for Vanguard Northen Alliance. First we are going to just show you the real nice miniatures that are in the set, and you can see here we have the trolls, you have two ice naiads, you have a lot of nice miniatures and for this amount of money, and you can see here they are really great. Let's see if you can see more Northen Alliance. You can also buy the faction booster pack, which comes with the Tang, Ice Knighten, and this dude riding a Frostrang rider. And lastly, you have this really nice ice elemental looking like this. It's really nice, but more so we are going to go into the Mantic Games free rules. We are going to online Armybuilder. You can hit that to build your own army. But first we are going to hit the Warband creation guide. And when we are coming there, we can read the Northen Alliance. They have their special ability are the Talanard pack, which give you one extra large miniature in your warband. Because in regular lists you can only take one large miniature, but in this one I'm going to show you how you can have three large snow trolls in the list. And they have some really cool faction specific spells. You can swap one of your spells with one of these and buy one more for 10 points, and you can also go into your Vanguard rulebook and buy more. And yeah, I want to say the free rules are really great, but if you want every single scenarios and stuff, magic and stuff like that, you need to buy the book, and you need to buy the equipment cards to get all the equipments that are going to talk about. They are not necessary. You can tweak and get one more body instead of magic and equipment. So it's up to you. But here you can read what the faction specific spells are. It's Holdfast, it's a short action, range 9. Target friendly model, even it's engaged. For the remainder of the round, that model has +1 modifier to any nerve test is required to make, and it +1 bonus die to any armor rolls it must take. Alright? Boosted version. Cast a long action instead, as above, but modifier increased +2, and the bonus dice is increased by 2. So yeah, you get one extra on the nerve modifier and one extra dice bonus die for any armor rolls. So that's pretty good. Winter Blast is a long action, range 12 inches with 3d8, and if the target suffers any wounds, they are knocked down and marked fatigued. So that is really great if you are in a scenario where you want to take down a troll or a giant even. You can use this. It's really nice. And here you can see every what you can buy for it. And you can see human clansmans are costing 8. Our grunts, dwarves are also grunts costing 8. They can, for 1 point, take a frost hammer that will increase, will give them crushing strength 1, but increase their armor to 6+ to save. So keep that in mind. I think that's a fair trade, and you'll see that in the list. We have more. Now we are over to the warriors. The Huskal, costing 15 points, have crushing strength and melee with 3d8. It's nothing to sneeze at. Ice Naiad, costing 12 points, have regeneration, and are so. They have this if they are engaging. They can use the Frost Trident for any wound caused by a melee. The miniature that it hits have speed 1 and cannot make a breakaway action. In all the games I play with them, this never come to play. But what I use the Ice Knighten for is to be like, hey, look at me, and go in the way. And for that they are really good. Half Elf Berserker is a 19 points warrior. It's really good. It's Bloodlust. So if the model already are wounded, you get the 1 extra bonus dice. So then it's melee D3 D8, but with one more, so you get 4 D8. And then you have Frenzy with 1 power die. You get 2 bonus dice, and then it's go time. Ice King Hunter is a 26-point support. Have Marksman, so if you roll in 1, you can roll it again. Pathfinder, you don't care about difficult terrain. And Scout, you can deploy it before the game starts. Anywhere on the table, but so far from objects, and so from your enemy. Rapid fire costing 2, so you can shoot at multiple targets. I think it's overcosted. It should cost just 1 power dice, in my opinion. Snow Troll, here is the creme la creme. Costing 34 points, is a large model. So in the other warbands you can just take 1 large, but with the rules here you can take 2. So Crushing Strength is 2, Renegade is 6, Vicious is throw a dice on the 1, yeah, you can roll it again. Vicious Swipe, if you're trying to break away from this guy, he's going to try to knock you down. Snow Prime is the first commander. He is large and a commander. He has Crushing Strength 2, Regenerate and Vicious. He has Melee 5 and Vicious Swipe. He give you 1 extra power die. That's nice. And this is you can take 2 large model if you have 6 grunts or warriors. You can take 2 of the spellcasters or commanders or large or specials. But with this you can then take 2 large models and a command, so you can take 3 trolls, and that is a trolley list. Alright, so let's look in what the 3 lists I have made. So the first list is the list I am currently using to learn my warband, and he has performed really good. They are really good at to play any of the scenarios I have played in. So what we have here is 1 half-elf berserker, we have 2 ice naiads, we have 1 huskar, 1 dwarf clansman with frosthammer. The Tang, he is really awesome. The Tang is giving me, let's see, I don't have that card right here, but he's giving me 1 blue power die, and that's really good, and he's a little bit stronger than the Huskar. And you can see here, let's see if we can find, yeah, here it's the stats. And he gives me 4 melee, and he has head swing, which is really nice. You can run into a big group, and he can just make everybody knock down and stuff like that. It's really good. I recommend you try him out. And I have 2 snow trolls and 1 ice king hunter. Of all the things in this list, the ice king hunter is the one thing that I always feel like it's lackluster, but it can be how I deploy it and how I play with it. It's the one thing I probably want to swap out for one more half-elf berserker and stuff like that. But the list is good, and I have used it multiple times, and I like it. Okay, 2 other lists. The Northen Alliance warband list with the 3 trolls in it. So what it is 5 grunts for human clansmen. You can swap it out with, you can have, the dwarf clansmen also cost 8, or you can take the, let's see, the elves. No, they're costing 11. So you can take dwarves or humans, 5 of them, and I choose to have 2 half-elf berserkers because they are really awesome, and I like them, and 3 snow trolls. 2 of them are the large models, and 1 are the command large. This is I haven't played with this mainly because I don't have 3 trolls. I have just 2, but I feel this is going to be really, if you really like to just go and smash face, this is the list. This is more a tactical list. This is more smash face. This is the last list I have built, and this is a theory crafting. I think this is going to be a really nice list to try out. I have as a commander the Ace Blade, and she is having Sixth Sense, so you can't attack her from behind. She has Bloodlust, she has Crushing Strength, and she has Dodge. Meaning if you are shooting, if you are in melee and trying to hit her, she can, you just take the best dice they having, exploding 8, and say, yeah, you must re-roll it before you can count that in. She has Frenzy, and she has Blade Master. So this is, she is just a really beast. If you, let's see, what is the setting? Blade Master, use this ability when this model makes a melee attack, including retaliation, before dice are rolled. The Ice Blade may attack all enemy models engaged within its front attack by dividing the attacks dice between them. Allocate the dice to be used on each enemy model before any are rolled. If the Ice Blade initiate the fight, only one enemy model may retaliate. Enemy players choose. And only after all the Ice Blade's attacks are resolved, bonus die granted for the status of the model's knockdown can be allocated to the models. So that is really good. So if you have spent 3 power dice, and you can get all this, and then you are in fact rolling 6 d8s. She had Bloodlust, so that's maybe 8 d8s, and if you are charging, that is more d8s, and if you have friendlies in it, you have more d8s. That's really great. I also gave her this card, which is Forge Breaker Melee. This model gains Crushing Strength 1, so this adding to the Crushing Strength, so she has Crushing Strength 2 now, and that is hitting the armor, so they have a much poorer armor, and adds 1 to it, or adds 1 to his Crushing Strength. Okay, melee attacks made by this model have this pound special rule, and pound is meaning if you are hitting with 3 or more dice, not counting if it's wounded, just hitting, that model is counted as knockdown. So that is really fun stuff. And I have also given her the command mount. It's giving this model gains 2 speed, maximum of 1, and +1 height, and cavalry special rules. And what this makes her able to do is she has speed 8, and she had height 3. So most minis she is going to be in melee on the evil battlefield. She's going to have 1 more dice to roll. So that is super nice. Okay, so that was the commander. Then for warriors, I have 3 half-elf berserkers. The half-elf berserkers, let's see if we can find them here. This is the one with the Frenzy 1 and Bloodlust. I have given them a command mount, so they are in speed 8 as well. They have also having the heavy weapon, so having a Crushing Strength +1 on them. And this is really great. So yeah, you can see where I'm going with this. Then I have 2 elf clansmen with bows, range 12. Nothing more to say about that. They're just there to shoot a little, and you know, with range 2d8, they're not going to be, you know, too good, but they are going to be annoyance, and maybe give in maybe 1 or 2 wounds on a mini. That would be really nice. And then we have putting on a spellcaster in this list. She is giving us a power dice, a blue one. So no power dice on my commander, but I have it on my Ice Queen. And so she is inspiring, meaning models within, I think it is 9-inch, can reroll nerve tests. She has Heal, which is really good, Lightning Bolt and Wind Blast, and you can swap one of those out for the specific rules in the game. And I also gave her a scroll of protection. Let's see, maybe this is not a legal list. I have to see. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's going to the next table. So she have, because this is a rare item, I have 2 rare items in this list. So I'm kind of not sure right now if this is legal. But all right, scroll of protection. If it's not, you have to swap off the list. I should know this. I have played lots of games. But magic, use this when any enemy spellcasters within 12 inches of this model cast a spell. The enemy model still takes the action, but then the item is used declared and the effect of the spell is ignored. So this is basically, if you're playing Magic the Gathering, this is the counter spell. It costed me 5 points to have, but I think this is really nice, and it is 1 use only. So yeah, they are throwing their best magic out there. You say, nah, go home, take a tea. All right, so this is the list. If you want to see more of this theory crafting, army building lists for Vanguard, hit me a like and a comments below so I can know that this is something people want to watch. Okay, yeah. So that it is. That's for my beloved Northen Alliance. More to come. Bye.